Light on.
Well, I literally go live and you walk away instantly as we go live.
Sorry.
Hey guys, not done one of these live shows in a while, but Reese called me earlier and was like, "Let's talk about world champs," and I was like, "Mate, why don't we just do this live?" So yeah, here we are. Got Reese, been coaches out of Chelsea and Westminster, wearing a little Team Ireland Olympic vest there. Where's that from?
Repping my boy Dan Whiffen. He gave me a few vests not too long ago, actually. He just said to me, "Mate, I've got these vests I want to get rid of. Do you want them?" I'm like, "Yeah, mate, I'll never say no to free kit me. If anyone knows me, I'll never say no to free kit." So I tried to do a little swap. I tried to give him some of my, I haven't got any, my Great Britain American football kit. And he was like, I think it'd be a bit political if he wears that. But obviously I've got Irish family. So for me, yeah, I'll happily wear this kit.
We're going to have like a pretty casual chat today and work our way through the events. Reese has done a load of research. He's looked at entries. He's looked at who's in it. I've done the complete opposite. I'm just going to go off the old dome.
You know what you know. You know a lot already. So you never need to be doing research.
Maybe. But get involved. You know, send us a little message in. Michelle's asked, where can you see it? I mean, everywhere has a different streaming. We're able to watch it on our Aquatics GB website or the Eurovision website in Europe. So I can't speak for America. It'll probably be on NBC or something. But yeah, depends where you are. Yeah, look, we're going to predict all the events and probably times as well. But we're going to go one at a time, Liam. So give us a chance. And just before I go any further, I'm just going to do a little shout out. But you might have seen me posting it on Instagram and stuff. I'm going to go full screen. But basically, Finney's come to me and they said, we've got a load of old stock of their rival suits. Can you let people know that we're selling them at £60 a suit? That's £60 for the men's jammer. And this is a suit that Dan Whiffen once set a European record in. It's got bonded seams, hamstring tape, and it's a good suit, rugged suit. And it's £60 to the women's knee skins. And we have open backs, closed backs, the works. These are a flagship tech suit that is £60. You'd be mad not to get one. I've never had an easier recommendation of a tech suit in my life. They're available on my website, 60 quid. Go check them out. And yeah, your money well spent. But I won't do any more promo stuff. I'm going to bring Reese back. Here he is.
That is a bargain. I must say myself, if I was still swimming and I had a suit going for 60 quid that is worn by the pros, and they're not just selling a knockoff suit. This suit here, I've worn it myself when I was between the fly, the white one. You've got the white one for sale.
Yeah,
Finis gave it to Loughborough when I was at Loughborough to try out back in like 2019. And I really like, apart from the fact that I wasn't tanned at the time, but when you get a little bit of tan, it looks quite nice. But yeah, them Finis suits are great. And 60 quid, can't really get anything else like that.
Anyhow, you said you want to go in order. You want to start with freestyle, right?
Yeah, I want to go like alphabetical order. We go through all the freestyles, 50 to 15. Don't worry about 10K. I don't think any of us know anything about open water or know enough.
The open water was like meant to be. The open water has been postponed, right? Like
this morning to 5:15. I saw Alice Deeran's story actually. It got postponed to a few hours later. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what happened.
The water's hot. I think the water's like boiling hot.
That was in Tokyo as well. I mean, the triathlon got not postponed. It got brought forward because they were meant to start at like 10 a.m. and they had to start at like 6 a.m. because the water was too warm.
Yeah.
But yeah, 53 men's, and this is going to be a back and forth between me and you here because I think you've got your person you want to win. I've got my person who I think could do a job, but it's going to be close between. It's going to be a very close race, we must say. I don't think it's going to be as close as last year's 53, and it's not going to be as out there. I think we're going to have our clear top three, and then I think it could be a scratch.
I don't think there's a clear top three, to be honest. I think there could be a clear top two, and I think third to sixth, maybe third to eighth will be extremely close. I mean, just so you know who we're talking about. We're talking about Ben and Cam as our clear top two. I mean, you have an invested interest in one of them a little bit more because Ben is training out of Chelsea and Westminster, where you're on the coaching staff. So you've been seeing a bit of Ben training. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so the last couple of weeks, this season, obviously Lisa, our head coach, our director, is obviously very busy with British women and stuff like that. So she's often on international duty. So I've quite often this season I've taken Ben on sessions, and for the last 2 weeks I've had him like one-on-one. So working with him on his taper, and he's been doing some good things. Yeah, I think we've decided not to share it, what he's been doing and the kind of times he's been going, the sets he's been doing, but I can say that he's in a real good place. Yeah, and I think he's looking forward to it. Obviously, the pressure's a little bit off now. He obviously wants to go for the win, who doesn't? But his ultimate goal was to get that Olympic medal, which he got ever so close to in 16, 21, and finally got it in 24. So there's a little bit less pressure on him now. This year's been a bit different for him. He started training with us back in like December. So he had from September, October, November, just out and about, I think traveling, going away. And yeah, you would have seen him at the LAC, perfectionist down to the smallest margins. Yes, which he can, I said to him, he can be his own worst enemy sometimes because such a perfectionist. But I suppose the champions are always obsessive, aren't they? If you look at the best cricketers, the best footballers, they're always very, very meticulous about what they do.
I get quite a few people message me like, "Oh, I was at the LAC the other day and I saw Ben training." So, yeah, if you ever are wandering around the LAC, there's a chance Chelsea and Westminster will be training, and in doing so, that means Ben might be in there doing some sprints. But you know, I've seen Ben win World Championship titles. I was there actually on poolside in 2021 when he won the World Short Course, and that kind of, I think from that meet on, he then went and won World Champs, European Champs, Commonwealth Games, and European Short Course, and I think he held all 5 in a year. So now he's got that Olympic medal. Always like to see Ben do well as both a patriot, as a British guy stood here, but also as someone who was on the Energy Standard staff, who Ben obviously was a member of Energy Standard back when he was training with James Gibson. So yeah, brilliant guy.
The nicest guy you'd ever meet. He stops. Reminds you of kind of like Chad, but like the introverted version of Chad. Like he will stop and have a conversation with you, whether you are the cleaner or whether you are a top accountant or whoever you may be. He'll stop and give you the time of day like anyone. So really nice guy. But yeah, it's going to be a big throw up, obviously, between him and a new dog on the scene, which is obviously your boy McAvoy, who you know a lot about.
Yeah, I love what Cam's doing, and I think for me, I feel like middle distance training is pretty sophisticated. We know what we're doing. Coaches all around the world, be it a Lisa, a Bob Bowman, a Greg Troy, a Dean Boxall, a Michael Bowl. We're pretty good at middle distance coaching. We kind of know what we're doing, and no one's doing anything too crazy. But sprint training in swimming is super delved into. And Ben kind of was a big trailblazer maybe 10 years ago when, you know, I remember hearing rumors, oh, Ben only swims like 1.5, 2K a session, and he goes to the gym more than he swims. And I think Cam has kind of taken like a Ben model and extremified it. I mean, Cam's swimming 2 to 3K a week. Cam doesn't get in the pool most weeks more than 4 times a week. And it's super specific, super methodical. You know, he's everything's down to the T. And I'm obsessed with how he trains, but 2, I'm obsessed with how he swims the 53. Like Ben is beautiful with that big straight arm, but Cam just sits so high on the water. I mean, if you watched it in person, his head, his back is out of the water. There's no frontal drag. It's just amazing.
We spoke the other day about how, remember you said about he practices that top end speed so much that when he dives in for a race, where the first 10 meters before 2 years ago used to be setting up the stroke, now he's able to, because he's so often at that top end speed, he doesn't need that that setup phase anymore. So his first, like, from 12.5 meters to 20 meters, he's gone clear quite often. Whereas before you saw him, he wasn't really up there.
It's also that he's put so much time into his start race. So like I think it was like 5.2 at the Olympics last year, and he sort of looked at Jordan Crooks, Caleb, and of course Ben. These guys have gone 4.9, 5.0, and he said, "Hey, I not only if I want the world record do I need to be going 5.0, but if I want to make sure I'm consistently beating these guys." And he this year, not on his not at trials, but the meet before trials, he went a 0.2 15 PB. He went 5.0, and even though And that is like, but he done that mostly in the gym. So he done instead of periodizing his gym and periodizing his swimming, he periodizes his training. So at periods of time, he's doing more gym, less swim, and then he's moving it the other way round. Anyhow, I mean, we can probably do an hour show on 50 freestyle, and I think
I think okay, we'll give names. I think the four is going to be. I'm going to give
do a top four. Do a top four.
I'm going to give Ben and McAvoy in their own race. Then I've got that Igor Kornev. I was going to put Jack Alexei in there. However, he has been 21.36 this year. 21.36, I think Alexei's been. But with Alexei, like, I mean, I respect him so much. He just hasn't. Every time he'll step up, he'll be fast to make the final, let's say. He'll be 21.8 to make the final, I want to say. Can he then step up again in the semi and the final? Like, he hasn't really done that before. Like, last year on the 100 free, which we're going to come on to now, was 46 and then 47, 47. And yes, obviously the pressure, you're just going for the win at championship meets. But I think in a 53, you can't really afford to be playing around. So I think Ben, McAvoy, Proud, McAvoy, and Kornev.
The thing with Ben and Cam, Ben especially, Ben I'll put my money on the most. Ben will get faster every round. I'll put money on Ben. Is such a professional athlete when it comes to these sort of things. He'll keep the emotion at bay in the morning, 21.7, whatever. Might even take a breath if he's feeling good. Semi, he won't take the breath, 21.5, and then the final, the emotion comes in and he will raise it again. Cam has shown to do that when he's won the meets, Fukuoka and obviously the Olympics. Didn't do it in Doha last year when he got beaten by Bukov, someone we've not talked about, who had a good swim the other day under 23s. But I think, yeah, you've got to get faster each round. Igor Kornev is a bit of an unknown entity. We've never seen him on the world stage. But the fact that this guy is going, he's young. He went, was he going 21.4, breathing every two?
Yeah, breathing every two, 21.43, breathing every two. That's stupid.
Is that what he's been? So my rankings are going to be 21. Oh, Cam looks so good this year.
I went 21.0 in 23, and then he went 21.1 last year, and his fastest this year is 21.30. So
yeah.
I think that's his fastest in season, because I think the 21.1 was at the Olympics, and then 21.0 was at Worlds.
Yeah, Doha in the heat. He's been 21.0 Fukuoka final, Doha heat. Yeah. I think we might finally see this 20 point. It's not a gimme, but god damn, I want it bad. So just because, look, if you've watched any of our live shows before, you know that I just get excited. I get into the hyperbole, and I'm saying we get a 20.9. I'm saying Ben matches his PB 21.1, and I'm saying Kornev comes third in 21.3. I know people want times, so I'm going to give you times. Am I going to be right? Who damn knows? We're just playing guessing games here. Yeah. But you want times. We've got Michael Ripper in the comments. Happy to see you. There we go. Look at that. Wow.
I didn't even coach at you, to be fair.
Yeah,
Michael Ripper. We should get him on. Mate, he knows a lot about swimming. And he didn't like. I said this to you, didn't I? Was it 2 years ago?
Have I had Michael Ripper on before? I feel like I've had Michael on before.
He went to SMU in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. He knew a lot. You wouldn't think he did, and then you get in a conversation with him, and he knew like me and you, literally like me and you. We should get him on sometime. But no, anyway, now on to the 100 free. Michael's event.
We've done 14 minutes on the 50 freestyle.
Yeah. 5 on each event. So this one's going to be, this one is, I think, going to be the one where Alexei can have his chance now. I think it's a bit out there. Obviously, he has Pan. Panzandi's only been 47.7 this year compared to the 246s from Alexei and
David
Popovici. We got that. How do you say it? Gilherme, the Brazilian guy.
Gui, yep.
Yeah, 47.1. So we got 3 guys 47.1 or quicker, and then we got Pan, who has been 46.4 in the last 12 months. So can he do it? These Chinese guys, they've kind of fallen off this year. Quinn and the breaststroke fallen off. Pan on the freestyle fallen off. Maybe they just, I don't know, just had a lot of media and social events from obviously how big they would have been in China after. They would have been absolutely huge, which is absolutely fair play. You want to capitalize on that money. You're never going to make that money ever again. So he might have capitalized it when. But I think that Alexei, he just needs to hold it together. I think he just needs to work his way through the heats. I don't want to see him go a 47-1 in the heat. Like, it's all good, and what it does, it just gets us all excited. It gets everyone in the world thinking, oh my God, 45 in the final. Like, and then he just gets slower and slower through the rounds. I'd rather him go like a 47-3. That'll make it through to the semis. Then go a 47-1 and then drop a 46.
Without casting any judgment, a statistic about Jack Alexei last year, but excluding the relay, he got slower every 100 freestyle he swam from the heats at Olympic trials all the way to the final of the Olympics. Everyone, Olympic trials heat, Olympic trials semi, Olympic trial final, Olympic heat, Olympic semi, Olympic final. He ascended 1 to 600 freestyles.
What do you think it is? Do you think that it's like nerve? Like he's a quality athlete, world class athlete. You reckon it's like he's just making sure he doesn't make any silly mistakes in the morning and just getting through, and he's doing the job in the morning, so he has a good lane, and then whatever happens happens. Like you never really hear about that at that sort of level.
Who knows? We'll see this summer. He's getting older. He's getting more mature, more experienced. He has medaled in the world at the world stage before. Yeah, we've got a little insight here. Apparently, Pan was sick at the swimming trials. You know, like when it comes down to predictions, right? I'm predicting Pan to win. I can't predict anyone other than the guy that goes 46-4 for 100 freestyle to win. But the other insight that I should probably mention, for those that don't know, but it's the national games in China at the end of this year. And that is the biggest thing for Chinese people. The prize money in that is crazy money. So there's actually a chance that the Chinese team will have their goals set towards the end of the year at the national games more than the world championships, which I know to some of you listening to that would be like, no way, that's a thing. But I think like there's absurd. I don't want to make like completely.
It's the same. It's the same as one of the guys that we coach, Brian from Malaysia. They have a meet called Sukma, and it's like their like national meet, and I think it's like £5,000 per event if you win. So for him, it was like he would have the worlds in July, and then he'd be like, no, I'm training for September because that's when Sukma is, who no one in the world knows what that is, but in Malaysia, that's where the money comes. And so I think in China, in these Asian countries, I think there's a lot of money at these domestic meets. And
the national games. The national games has a lot more money than $5,000. I'll tell you that. I'm talking hundreds of thousands for a win, hundreds of thousands of dollars for a win. Yeah. We have not mentioned Alex Sargent. No, good lad. Last one at Mare Nostrum. But yeah, Chalmers is a racer. Chalmers is great. Chalmers will be in the race. Chalmers got a medal last year. He got a medal the Olympics before. He got a medal the Olympics. He won the Olympics before that. And he's flying this year, going 53 PBs. So
that's what I was going to say. His back end has always been there, and his front end hasn't been so. Whereas this year, he's now dropped to 21.
He's doing 21.7 or 8, I want to say. Maybe 7.
Hello? Oh, Sonny's Wi-Fi's gone there. Yeah, I'm saying.
Your Wi-Fi's gone, mate.
No, my Wi-Fi. Are you here? Can you hear me?
I can hear you the whole time. You just couldn't hear me.
So I said Chalmers has been working on his 53. So now he has that front end to be able to go out 22 high, maybe not 22 early like we see Pan go out, but like I think he does have a real good chance. And I don't know, maybe it'll be the first time ever we see a podium of 346s.
Yeah. I think we are going to see the podium. I think we could see 446s, to be completely honest with you. I think the podium is going to be Pan, Popovici. You know what? I'm going back. Popovici is winning. Pan's coming second. Chalmers is coming third. Gui Karibe could be 46 or 4th. Gui Karibe is great. And actually, he's great in his own right. And I think he could well medal, as you said earlier. But I think one of the biggest shames at this Worlds is that Jordan Crooks is not racing. Yeah. Jordan Crooks and Gui both trained at Tennessee. They were teammates at NCAAs. Gui is Brazilian, a great swimmer. But man, we should have been talking about Jordan Crooks at 53.
Just ask the comments. I really want to know, why does everyone think what happened with Jordan Crooks? Like, how do you just go the fastest time in history short course in December, and then 6 weeks, 8 weeks later, you just say, yeah, that's me done for the foreseeable? Like, doesn't really sound too. I don't want to say anything online, but like, yeah, it just sounds a bit off, really.
No, I just think in America they like things like getting a career and business. I know he's from the Cayman, but like all these things are really important to people. And it's like a very natural progression that you finish with college and you just go and get a job. And swimming's kind of like this thing you do while going through school. And yeah.
Was he a senior? Was he a senior at
yeah, he's graduated college and that's it. Like, you know,
Right,
I don't know. I think it's gutting, but yeah. But anyhow, that's my prediction.
200 free, I think we have. It's going to be a two-man race, that isn't it? It's going to be Pop and Hobson. I think the world record's safe. That world record's definitely not going. I don't think that world record will. Sonny, I don't think it's ever going to go.
It will.
In the next 10 years, it's not going.
Hey, Hobson broke Biederman's short course world record. In fact, I watched that. I stood there and watched that, and my mind was truly blown watching that. Like that 1:39 short course by Hobson in Budapest. But give me times. What is the season best for Popovici and
Pop is 43.6.
Okay,
and 43.7.
43.7. Okay.
And we have like I can't remember third off the top of my head, to be honest with you. We had like Gabe Jett fourth and a 44.3. And then we had 4 other guys on a 144. And then we have the two Brits on a 45.0. Obviously, Duncan is a really good racer.
Duncan's not doing it. It's Matt and Jimmy.
He's not racing it. Yeah.
I would love to see Jimmy Guy finally get that 144. I believe it's going to happen. He's been 145.0 twice now. Another little statistic. I'm going to give statistics as we go through. But Jimmy Guy won the World Championships in 2015. Correct me if I'm wrong. For the 200 freestyle. Kazan. 145.
I made the final 400 free. So we went 343, I think it was.
343, yeah. But 145 won. And that was his PB for 9 years until the Paris Olympics when he led off in 145.0 and then done it again at this World this World Championship trials. So crazy. He's the same age as me. We're both 95 born. I think Jimmy's a little older. So he's 29. And basically his PB was from 7 years ago. How old was he in 2015? 19. He basically had his PB from 19 to 29.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Also, massive one, would have been my pick for bronze. Lucas Martins is not swimming the 200. He's focusing on the 4 and the 8. Crazy.
Just quickly back to that point before we go on to we'll go into who we think is going to medal and what it's going to take. This is the kind of sad thing about swimming. So obviously, as you know, I'm friends with many athletes from like being at Loughborough. I lived with like one of my housemates, my good friend Josh Folds. Just ran his fastest ever 400 hurdles and qualified for the world standard. He's 25. And it just seems that with swimming, it's because there's no money in it and because the hours are so, well, traditionally, they're so long and tedious, quite often people just stop swimming. And obviously Jimmy Guy is not lucky enough because he worked his absolute arse off, but it's fortunate to be in a position where he is able to get sponsorship, is able to get good funding and is be able to do this for a living. Whereas I would love to see more 25, 26, 27, 28-year-olds racing because, as you know, look at me. I got my biggest ever bench this year, over like 20 kilos. I'm now finally getting into like full strength. I would love to know what I would go 100 fly if I carried on swimming till this age.
Just go and train 4 times a week for like a month and you'll get a PB race.
I'll buy your program.
But guys, little interlude, buy my programs. Raw Speed, £47 a month on my website. Go check it out. 203 predictions. The thing is, the 203, especially last year at the Olympics, was slow as hell. 144.7 wins it. Look, when I say things like slow as hell, some people get like all upset in the comments. I don't mean it's slow. Obviously, 144.7 is not slow. But
Olympic world standard is.
142. So I really hope we don't see a winning time at this World Champs that's slower than what Hobson and Pop have already gone this year. I would love to see a 142. I think 143.3 wins it, and I think it's going to be Pop. I think Hobson will be just behind.
Remember, it's indoors. Singapore's indoors. He's an outdoor swimmer.
He is. That's why he's not going to go 142. But Hobson goes out very aggressive, and Pop just has that efficiency. I think Popovici comes through in the last 50, takes the win, just touches out Hobson, and I think
Matt Richards comes in for third.
I think Matt Richards comes in for bronze.
born racer, and he doesn't shy away from these big races. And as you saw at the Olympics, lane 2.
Yeah, nearly took it all. 0.01 behind Pop, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think I would like to see not only Jimmy go his first 144, I'd like to see Matt go his first 143 for bronze and get a sub 144 podium for the first time. Another statistic would be the first time we get a sub 144 podium since 2009 Rome, where we obviously had the world record in Biederman, 42.00. Phelps was 43.1, and one of the Russians was 143.7 or 143.8. That's the only time it's ever happened. 3 143s or quicker in a race.
400 free.
Yeah, I think it's easy.
I think we got 2 guys under 340. Obviously, Luke.
Sorry, no, I'm not with you. Luke Martins is winning it and blowing everyone else.
Yeah, he's going to win it. I think he's going to win it at 338.
Who's going 339? Do you think Sam Short is?
I'm sure. Sam Short's been a 341 flat this season.
Wow.
341 flat with. I don't want to be making this up, but I think Hobson. I think Martins is going to go 338, and I think Short could go 339, like 9. Like that's just me getting excited.
Wow, everyone's on this. Wow, one person in history has ever gone sub 340, and 2 of you. 2 people here are now saying there's going to get 2 in one race.
341.0 with no one to race. I think it was Elijah Winnington second.
Yeah, Winnington was like 3
too high.
40, so
that's closer than what Martins had. He did it in Sweden, Stockholm, right? Or did he do it in Germany? Yeah, and he was clear of everyone. And I think now he's going to have a good race. Been racing well in season. Yeah, obviously hasn't got as close to that 339 as we'd expect. Was he been 343 at the Man Nostrums? But I think we got 2 sub 340s, and third place is obviously going to be a shootout. There's so many people that are on 342 high, 343 low that are in the chance.
My insight watching 400
Lucas Hembo.
My insight watching at the elite level is that the 400 freestyle becomes a little bit more tactical and head to head than it does about a time trial. And that's why in these longer events, even like someone like Ledecky has world records from like Pro Series and stuff like that. The best swims generally come in like this sort of time trial setting where they've not got someone to race. And when it gets a little cagier, no one wants to make a move. So when like a Sam or a Martins has, an easy field, they can try going out a little faster or try and be a more negative split. As soon as the race goes, they're staying a little bit more conservative, especially if they've got a lead. If Martins is sitting in front of Sam Short, he's not going to risk breaking away, but then Sam coming back and vice versa. They're just
it's called championship racing. Athletes do it. So you'll never, ever, rarely see an 8, a 15 record go at an Olympic Games or World Championships. You'll see them go at the Diamond Leagues, domestic meets, like tour meetings. And that's because I've spoken to these athletes before. One of my good friends before, Keely Hodgkinson, as you know, Olympic champion 800, she would say that in the Olympics, you hold back and you go for the win. The time doesn't matter. You could win it. And you see in the 800, they'll win it PB plus 2.5, 3 seconds. But then they'll go to a Diamond League a week later and run a world record potentially, near world record. So I think that's the same on these 4, 8, and 15s in swimming. They just want to sit behind, sit on the wave, and then make their move when they're ready. Whereas obviously when Martins raced at Stockholm, it was like no one to race. He's not going to sit on anyone's wave. He knew he was going to win. He's like, I've got nothing to lose if I win or lose. So let me just go for it. And there was no pressure. So yeah, I think you're spot on with that. But I think Martins is definitely going to win. That one's the most solid, apart from the next race, which is also going to be a solid win for someone I know.
I'm making the executive decision to start going back and forth between men and women's races right now. So before we go into the distance, or unless we do all the freestyles for men, then go all the freestyles for women. But I want to make sure we don't ignore the women.
Let's go 203 women. Who do you think is going to win?
No, 203 women. Oh God, that's really hard. Molly's not been on her best form.
Okay, and Abby Wood for the win.
I'm going to go out there and say, who's the American girl? I'm going to say the American girl.
Claire Weinstein.
Claire Weinstein. going to just throw out a crazy thing.
She be 54, 55. What's she be?
No, Molly will win it. Molly will win it. And yeah, 100 freestyle. Tori Husker's going to win. That's my call.
What time? 50.
Yeah, I think she goes 51. I think she goes 51. She's looking great. And 53, I just can't believe Gretchen wins the 50 freestyle personally.
Mate, can I say one thing that's going to be like, I don't think not many people are going to agree with me. I think Eva Okaro is going to get a medal.
Eva Okaro?
Going to get a medal, yeah. She just seems so like, she just seems so like unfazed. Like she just seems so relaxed. Like for someone that's so young, going to a world championship, you think they'll be like timid and all nervous. And well, she's not like, I'm not saying she's loud or anything like that, but she just seems like when she walks out, she just like knows that she's the boss. Do you know what I mean? And I think on a 53, that carries quite well. Where did she come in Olympics? 5th? 6th?
I don't remember, to be honest. But
she's 5th or 6th. I really think she's going to sneak. Could be a silver or a bronze, but I think the gold medal. I think what's that Polish girl called?
Kasia Łasiak.
And then Gretchen.
No, Eva didn't make the Olympic final. Eva didn't swim at the Olympics.
Made the world short course final and came 5th. That was it in the world junior record.
The world junior record.
Sorry,
yeah.
My bad. Yeah.
I can believe it. I can see it. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm just looking at the world rankings right now. There's no like obvious like. I mean, Gretchen's the fastest at 3:91. Tori's second at 23:98. Gretchen just gets a cheat code at the start, but
what day is 53 on though?
I don't know, mate.
53 is normally towards the end, and well, as we saw at World Short Course, she didn't really phase out this year. Towards the end of the meet, she did about 10 events and got 9 world records, whatever it was.
You know what? Gretchen's winning the 53, Tori the 100 free, Molly the 200 free, and the women's 400 free is actually a really exciting one. So let's spend a little bit of time on that one. 400 free. I mean, is it exciting? Summer is obviously the world record holder by a country mile now. Summer has never won this at a major meet, unless I'm completely mistaken. She actually, after setting the world record, she then lost the world record and come 4th. Ledeki's the best she's ever swum, will get 2nd. Arnie's not racing it this year.
Having time off?
No, Arnie's having time off. So I guess I think I don't think that's
I think Lani Pallister is going to come in on the 8th. I think the 4's a little bit too short for her. She's I don't think she has that raw speed that the other two have. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a bust up between Ledecky and Simon McIntosh.
But someone wins it.
I think they're both going to get under the world record because they are both racers who obviously no Olympian's going to give up. However, these two girls, they don't want each other to win. They want to win so badly that I think they're both just going to absolutely fly past that world record, and I think we're going to see like a 3:53. Honestly.
But yeah, just down the women's. Let's go to 800 free. Do we know if Summer's racing the 800 free at this World Championship?
She was 806. Did she go the other day?
I think I'm going to tell you in 5 seconds.
Or did Ledecky go 806? Ledecky world record 803 or 804? 804.
Ledecky went 804, then Summer must have gone 805. Yeah, 850. She was brief, barely off the world record. She was under world record split for a long time. And I can confirm she's entered the 800 freestyle at the World Champs. Actually, yeah, I think Summer wins the 400 by country mile, and I think Summer breaks the world record in the 800 free and beats Katie. And
these two girls on the 8 have never had a tough race. And I think it will be the first time in history where they're going to be head and head on 800.
Oh, it's the first time Ledecky's ever had to race anyone.
McIntosh won that Canadian trials by an absolute mile. So it's going to be quite good, and it's going to see if they can hold on and stay with each other. And if Simon McIntosh has that aerobic endurance that Ledecky has just to hold that engine all day long.
Ledecky first won this in 2012. She beat Rebecca Addington at the London Olympics as like a 15-year-old. She has not been beaten in this race since. Actually, I think she maybe did get beaten in season once by Summer now, at like a Fort Lauderdale meet or something. But one of the most impressive swims I've seen in the last year, maybe the most impressive, was Katie breaking her own world record 8 years after breaking, or 9 years later after breaking it at like 29. So impressed.
Mate,
I don't think we're
13
getting
years.
a sub 8. I don't think we're getting a sub 8. No chance.
Then obviously, it won't be long. I reckon LA there'll be a sub 8.
Yeah, I was right.
Right now, they just don't have. Yep. They're not quite far underneath that 4-minute barrier on the 400 to be able to go a sub 8. You see guys like Tyler Melbourne Smith and stuff like that who just about go sub 8. Their PB is like 3:48. So I think we're going to need to see like a 3:50, 3:49 for the girls before they start to go sub 8 minutes. Yeah, so it's going to be a shootout with them two. Third place, I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not going to say because I genuinely
Lani, 100%. Lani,
Lani, yeah, of course, yeah, sorry. 8:11? 8:11?
Yeah, 8:11. Yeah, beat Arnie's national and oceanic record. Yeah, I think Lani's in a really good place for third in the 4 and the 8. I think Lani can be really good in the 200 as well for what it's worth. So,
because what did Paige Madden go to get bronze last year in the 8? Did she go at 8:16 or 8:18?
Yeah, I think it was like 8:16 or 8:17, if even. I'm going to tell you in very, very soon. It was sorry, my bad. 8:13.00. She was only 0.6 off Arnie. I mean, the Olympics won last year in 8:11. Arnie second 8:12. Paige 8:13, and Simona Quadrella was 8:14.5. Yeah, so it's actually really good for third and fourth, and really not so good for first or second. That's crazy.
Right now, we're going to go on to the women's 15 is going to be the same.
No, men.
Isabella Ghost. Isabella Ghost, German, instead of McIntosh now. So I think it's going to be Ghost, Ledecky, and Pallister.
Yeah, I'm just saying Katie's going to win the 1500. That's not that interesting because she's going to win it by so much.
Now, I got some inside information on this one. So Dan Whiffen, the 8. 100% Dan Whiffen's going to win the 8.
Dan Whiffen, the 8, defend Olympic champ.
He doesn't care about the time. He's going for the win, he said. I think you're going to see on he's got a YouTube video coming out. I think he said Friday or next Friday. A few hiccups this season. Nothing like terrible. Nothing before people go speculating that he's done something. Nothing like that. Just a few medical issues this year. So it's going to be tough for him. However, he's back to full health right now. He's training really well. He rang me yesterday and told me some sets that he was doing. He did go 7:41 in April after having September, October, and November off swimming. September and October definitely off swimming. And then from November, December, wasn't really back into it. Was just dipping in and doing 4Ks and stuff like that. While Sven Schwartz, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, got the European record.
38.1, broke Dan's European record last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yep. Yeah.
However, the one thing I'm going to say is you have Wellbrook, Sven, Clement. The Germans always go fast in season, as you know. Wellbrook is always given times that are 14:40s in season. It goes to the Worlds and goes 14:41. So I'm not too excited about that. Like, yes, 7:39 and 7:40 is good, but they're just swimmers that, from what I've seen in the last couple of years, they will just go 7:40 at the German nationals and then go 7:42 at Worlds. So I don't think they have it, whereas Dan always steps it up. So I think Dan's got the win there. It's going to be close between him and that Sven guy and Sam Short. However, I just think Sam Short's been concentrating a lot. He's come all the way down now from the 15 to the 4. So
I think Bobby looked the best I've ever seen him at US trials. I think Bobby's winning it.
Really?
I'm with DK here. I think Bobby's winning it, and I don't know. I just do it. I think I agree with everything DK said. I think Sven Schwartz is the real deal. He broke down.
He looked good. He looked
great
good.
under 23s as well. He won that with like a 7:40. I think they're
7:38.
7:38. Also,
7:38.
I made like a little, when you were talking about Dan having some problems, it wasn't at that. It was because someone commented this, and I kind of like. So if anyone saw me like snigger a little bit, it was this. When you were talking about something quite sensitive, and I like sniggered because this comment come in, which was just that this wins ridiculous comment of the day award so far.
The thing I will say is, I think Bobby Fink must be training 400 IM because his 8 and 15 times haven't been lightning quick compared to the 400 iron, which is 407, number 2 in the world. He's not even top 5 in the world in the 8 and 15. But obviously, he is a special character, and he is someone that's going to be able to step up when it matters. He's Olympic champion, right? So the pressure's not really on. The pressure's going to be on expectation-wise, but not on himself, because he knows he's already got the biggest reward there is in swimming.
If Bobby Fink is not doing the 400 iron where he goes 407 so that he can swim the 8 and 15, he has full belief he's winning the 8 and 15. And like, sorry, this guy 407, 1431. I think he's going 735. I think he's going 735
in the 15 then.
Mate, and also Bobby Fink knows how to finish a race. No one in history. Carson Foster thought he was winning the 4 AM. Oh,
Dan
wait.
Whiffen outsplit him last year in the 800. Dan Whiffen outsplit him in the 800 last year.
That's because he was already winning, right?
Dan's Dan, man. And that 1500, like, Dan would have won the 1500. We all know it. We all know he would have won the 1500, but this guy was being a clown and doing interviews until 4 AM in the morning, getting 3 hours sleep, and then a day and a half later I had to do the 1500. Like, which I agree with. Look how much he's making now from all of these sponsorships he's getting. He wouldn't have done that if he wasn't doing all of these interviews. So yeah, he took the bullet by not swimming well in the 15, but I think you can't count him out. And the 15, you have Welbrock and that Schwartz on 36, 1436 this year. You have Clement on 1439, Dan on 1442, and I think what's his name? Fink on a 1444. I have Dan up to Dan written up, but then I think Fink went 1444 at either the Pro Series.
Yeah, to be honest, like the times that like some of these guys do at trials in like the Americans, just it really is irrelevant compared to some of the shorter events. But what stroke are we doing next? Where do you want? Where do you want us to go?
Women's 50 backstroke and then men's 50 backstroke, and then we'll start doing vice versa, just so we can keep. So we're not just doing men's. I had the women. We were going to do the women's at the end, so where it makes more sense to do the women's in between.
I'm going to mess that up instantly, because I'm just going to tell you and everyone that Kaylee McEwen just wins all the backstrokes.
Remember what we said on the phone earlier?
Well, I did say, like, for the women, we could just say, hey, Summer McIntosh is going to win some golds. Kaylee McEwen's going to win some golds. Gretchen Walsh is going to win some golds. And maybe Katie Ledecky wins a couple of golds. Like, and then you're pretty much
Lauren Cox is in there as well, right? And Lauren Cox just come off breaking the British record. Yeah. The win is going to be very, very, very hard, and she knows that. However, I think she's flying this season. She's on redemption year, right? Not making the Olympics last year. This is her year now. She's like, no prisoners. Just come off a British record in season. That never really happens in British history. You never hear someone breaking a British record in May. And I think she just has the strength and power to be able to come through. I think in the next couple of years, she could break the world record. 26.7, is it?
26.8. Unless it's 26.7 now. I think it's 26.8.
27.1.
Yeah, it's 27.1.
Yeah,
she's serious. Like, we don't have to debate that, and I think she gets a medal 100%.
Yeah, she got silver, didn't she? She got a silver last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember. Silver 50 back.
I think Kaylee is the favorite, obviously, for sure. But I think my pick to challenge her is the American girl, Catherine Burkhoff. I think Kat Burkhoff is going to be the one to really challenge her.
And Kylie Mass is in there.
And Regan. Oh, Kylie Mass won a 26 this year. Yeah. And Regan's in 26.
Like, these 50s, you can't go any direction. We're like, I don't know where to throw it. I think Kaylee McEwen's going to get the win. And then I think it's going to be a podium like it was 2016 men's 100 fly. I think there's going to be 3 of them on a silver. I think it's going to be Lauren Cox. I think Kylie Mass will get on there. And who else? Who's your person?
Yeah, I think Kat Burkhoff is set. I think it goes Kaylee, Kat. I'm going to give Lauren. I'm going to give a little head tip to Lauren, because why not, eh?
Yeah, you've got to stick with your British as well. Yeah, so that's our podium. Now, I think the world record is Regan Smith. I think the world record is going to go in this one. I don't think Lauren's going to get it this time. I have the most respect for her. However, I think she is going to get it before LA or at LA. Yeah. She will be.
I think she needs to start focusing on the 50 back and not.
Yeah, and that's the problem, right? In British swimming, like it hasn't really ever been a focus. Like even Petey, like he was focusing on the 50 breaststroke world record holder, but it was never a focus for him. That was just a pro of being good at the 100 breaststroke, and he had the power on the front end. Men 50 backstroke now.
Just a little insight quickly. Like the 50 and the 100 back technique are so different. The 50 is all about stroke rate, and you want to stay flatter with less rotation so you can grip and rip. And on the 100, you want to start really getting that rotation because that you can start to get more efficiency so you can come back. And if anyone's from 100 or 200 back, you know how much you can die swimming backstroke. Whereas 50, it's all about stroke rate. You can't swim that stroke rate. You can't have that inefficiency. So even though you breathe, people see the butterfly and the freestyle, and they see the difference between the 50 and 100 because it's obvious you don't breathe or you do breathe. But in the 50 back, it's still a very big difference. And that's why you get people like, even in the men's 50 back, the winner of the US trials, Quinton McCarthy from NC State, great lad. He doesn't even swim the 100 backstroke, yet wins the 50 backstroke because he's all tempo, he's all flat. And for some people, it's better to understand where your strengths and limits lie. But now that the 50 back is an Olympic event, if you're better at 50, train for the 50. I'm not saying don't swim the 100, but don't train for the event that you're like. It's stupid to train for the event you're not as good at. I'm not talking about anyone particularly. I'm just saying if you are, then the event.
In argument to that, the British guys would have focused on the 50 back. However, they knew that the medal opportunity came in that 4x1. So a lot of people are like, they want getting a medal on the 50 is hard. You know how hard it is. I think that a lot of them before have been like training to get on that relay swim at the Olympics. Whereas now we have the 50 at the Olympics. So we're going to actually have people specializing in these 50-meter backstroke flies and breaststrokes. Right.
Men 50 back. Klim Klesnikov, cannot wait to see him back on the world stage. Look, Klim's a great guy.
He's 23.9, not 22.7.
Yeah, I was super happy to see Klim early this year at the Mare Nostrum. Great to catch up with him. He's a super fun character, a super studious swimming fan, loves swimming. I could tell he's been watching all the swimming meets that he hasn't been part of over the last few years, and he's just super grateful to be able to go and race again. He's the world record holder 23.5, and I think he's going to throw down a meaty 50 backstroke. And I think the other Russian guy, Miron Livenstev.
Samasenko.
Oh, did Miron not make the 50 back?
Nah, Samasenko. Well, Samasenko went 24.01 this year. However, I don't know whether that was at their qualifying meet or not. That might have just been at a meet after or a meet in between. And then Cases is the third best backstroker, 24.2.
But Shane didn't do it at trials, did he? Or did he?
Well, Michael Andrew did it, didn't he? Michael Andrew came and...
No, Michael Andrew didn't do it. He qualified 50 breast. Oh, did he? Oh, God, we're falling apart, race.
I know. We would have thought me and you would know. Do you know what? Swimming this year has just been so weird, hasn't it? Like, the meets have been all over the place. Normally, the American trials would have been like 2 weeks ago, so we would have been fresh off that. However, they had it in April this year. I think Kleshkov's going to get a win, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Then I think his teammate is going to get the silver, and I think there's another Eastern European guy in there. You'll have it all.
I'm actually going to look at the entries for the 50 back because I'm kind of curious. Michael Andrew definitely didn't swim it at trials. He qualified in the 50 breast and the 50 fly. Okay. Isaac Cooper's in it. Isaac Cooper will be good.
He's always good, isn't he?
We've always got Johnny and Ollie from the UK. Hubert Koss is doing the 50 back. Shane Ryan, he's pretty damn fast. You're right, mate. You're right. Pavel's doing it, not the young boy.
He's doing 24 flat.
Yeah, 24 flat. I think they're going to go top two. Peter Kotze will be good. Kwasari Maziak will be good. Can go 1-2 and the 50 back. And you're right.
Is your boy Kasper Stawowski there?
No, I didn't see him. No, just Kwasari from Maziak and Quinton and Shane. I think Shane gets the bronze.
Yeah, they're Chinese. You never.
Zhu Jiayu, he's good. Yeah, Zhu Jiayu, he's pretty damn good. Yeah, 100 back women. Again, I think it goes Kaylee and then it goes Regan and then it goes Kylie, but probably not. Probably Kat Burkhoff the third.
I think Kylie's going to get it.
I think our 50s.
Do you think we're going to get a world record? Or are we going to get the world record in that? They were. Remember last year they were back and forth between exchanging who got the world record along that 2 month period. Was it like May last year, April last year?
It's still Regan. Regan has the world record.
57.
Yeah, 57-1.
And what's the fastest time they've been this year?
I don't know, mate.
No.
I think both of them have been quite conservative after the Olympics, but I think they'll do the race thing, and I think Kaylee will win like she always wins, and Regan will come second, and Kat Burkhoff will come third. Kylie's got the pedigree on the 100. She has been 57, but Kat's on better form right now, and Kylie looks like she's dialed into that 50. Men's 100 back. That's going to be one of the race of the meets. You got Zhu Zheyu
been 52 flat this year. Ollie Morgan
been 52-1.
We just heard out some news. 52-1, but apparently he's hurt himself. That's what I've heard.
I know nothing of. I don't know him that well enough to have talked to him about that. He did withdraw from the. He withdrew from the Seti Collie stating personal reasons. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, but. And
then that Mirov Liftinov.
Yeah, Mirov, the young Russian Livenstev, who won the 100 back at World Short Course, beating Hubie Koss. Hubie Koss is racing as well. Peter Kotze's there. He's always puts a good fight. And then obviously America. America is so funny. We're not even mentioning it. Jack Aikens is a great swimmer. I don't think he's going to be in the medals. And then Tommy Jansen. Talk me through this.
That was a big surprise, that one, wasn't it? That was not expected. And it's same with the 200 backstroker from America. Didn't the guy from lane 1, the cow guy, make it through? However, anyway, back to the 100 back. I believe if Ollie Morgan's good, I really think he could win.
I don't doubt. That guy progressing is so good.
The trajectory he's been on, the fact that he's been a 52-1 this year already. I called it. I said at British Champs, I think I wrote it here. I said that he was going to go a 52-5 with me, and you said that, and he went 52-2. So
I'm calling the boy Klim Klesnikov. It's coming.
I'd love to see Ollie win the 100 back. That would be great for the relay. The relay at the moment is a bit up in the air.
I'm saying Klesnikov world record. I can't agree with this except the Klesnikov, because you're forgetting Thomas Chacon, who is the world record holder. Klesnikov, Chacon, Hubert Koss. That's what's happening. Go put a bet on that.
You forgot the other guy, Ollie Morgan. What his name?
No. I'm just saying, but if you want to win money at the bookies, do that bet I just said. Klesnikov, Chacon, and Hubert, Morgan. And then send me half the money when you make a load of money.
And if you want to put a real bet on $5,000 Ollie Morgan to win, and he's going to give good payback.
I might. This is not financial advice. I think you have to clarify that sort of thing. We're just two idiots gibbering. So I might actually go and investigate that. I like that. I like that.
Every year, I always do at British Champs.
But mate, you just showed 800. No one cares. You're an idiot.
No, that was for British Champs because no one. Do we have anyone in the 800 or 1500? No, we don't. If we had Dan Whiffen, it would say Dan Whiffen on there. QB close world record back now.
No,
world record.
The men's 200 backstroke has been so off for so long. To clarify, the world record in 09, Aaron Pearsall in a leg skin 151. Do you know how many people have gone quicker than 153 since 2009? Do you know how many people, Reese? One. Ryan Loxey, 2011, 152. Yeah, he's not going the world record. He got 152. He's not going the world record.
I think he's been one. No, I think he's not going 153.
Klesnikov was slow at Seti Collie. Klesnikov had a head-on-head collision with the lane rope and the lane rope won. The lane rope finished the race. Clement did not finish the race, the boy. Mate, I saw Clement at Mare Nostrum, and he's swum decent in Monaco. He's swum decent. He swims slow in season. Honestly, he always has done. He turns it on when it matters. But he went decent at Monaco for him, decent in season, decent in Barcelona. And he got to Cannes and just fought the lane rope the whole way. And he genuinely asked me if I could go and ask the officials whether or not I could fly the drone above his lane so that he could swim in a straight line. I told him that's not possible. So he said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to crash into the lane rope some more. He then withdrew from the rest of the meet. He then went to Seti Collie and had an even worse crash. So yeah, don't worry about that. Oh, look, people are Luke the Plug wants to thank me for the finish deal. Honestly, £60 knee skins, jammers. I mean, this is like a no-brainer. If you're in America, we've even got some rival 2.0s. They're going fast. Once stock is gone, it's gone. £60, open back, closed back on my website. Honestly, I don't look. While Reese has disappeared for a second, I just want to say, if you're looking at buying a tech suit, you are so much better served buying 4 rivals for £240 instead of 1 carbon or speedo or tier for £240. Because if you wear that £240 suit, by the end of the season, it's going to be ruined. Whereas if you have 4 suits or 3 suits or 2 suits, you can change suits between sessions and races and days. Anyway, £60. Reese is back. Onto the 200 backstroke. Oh, yeah, look. Hubie, sorry, Alex. Hubie went 145 short course. Mitch Larkin went 145 short course. Do you know what Mitch Larkin didn't do? Go 151 long course. Like, stop. Just no one's gone 151. I'd love to be proven wrong. Actually, no, I like that record. That's my favorite world record, I think. In this moment,
One of the things that I was coaching the other day. Pietro Ubertali. He went 136, 137 short course yards, turning back, Ivy League champion. But then 155 is 155, 200 is like 158.
Yeah.
So like you can't really compare short course and long course. So, yeah, I remember that Mitch Larkinson, bloody hell. I
love it. His legs just with this.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, he's not even kicking. 145.
Women's turning back, yeah.
Kaylee McEwen's winning again.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, let's just Regan second. Let's move it on.
I wish Honey Osborne was there because I think she'd do well. I think the British girls are going to do well. 207s. We have Katie Shanahan and Holly McGill. Am I right?
Yeah. They're not going to get a medal.
They're final. I think.
They're final, yeah. Holly McGill was great. I think she had a great breakthrough year, and I always think that people like Holly that have a great breakthrough year and that they get to the world stage. I don't want to say like it's not as black and white as makes or breaks, but for some people it can really make them. They qualify for the team and then they drop 2 or 3 seconds, and that's what you have to do. Like if you're someone like her to get a medal, but I think there's more chance of someone who's on their first like international team to have a big crazy drop than someone who's been to always goes 208, 209. They're just going to give you a 28, 209.
Alex Cahoon, the boy. Should we get him on?
You can come join us. I always like talking to the Cahoon. I want this so bad. I will make about 100 videos about this if this happens. I mean, I'll make 100 if it's quicker than the world record. If it's 20.99, I'll probably still make 100 videos, but not as many as if it's a world record. Yes. What stroke's next? We've done backstroke. We're on to butterfly or breaststroke?
50 breast.
50 breast. All right.
Viberti.
Yeah. What was that all about? He decided he's
nowhere.
Yeah. Is it Viberti or Viverti? What do you go? 2016.
With a B.
Viberti. That's Seti Collie, right?
Your boy Shamanovic.
Oh, mate. I would be so happy if Ilya won the 50 breaststroke. Oh, I want it bad.
He's literally 0.006 slower than what Viberti was.
Yeah.
I think Viberti, that was maybe a lucky swim. Never heard of the guy before. Bear in mind, I love looking at swimming results and love watching. He was good at Mare Nostrum, but Ilya beat him in every single race. But I did clock him at Mare Nostrum. He was going like some 26 9s and 7 0s there, and obviously was tapered then for the Seti Collie meet, which was their last trial meet. I have just rolled through the Dutch guy Koen de Groot, set a Dutch record this year. Is very fast as well. This is an open race, man. Quinn's been a 6.5 this year.
Hey, this is an open race. You're aware of that, right?
But I think Ilya and
Ilya and Viberti are the 2 favourites, with Nicolo probably the next in line. America have got Michael Andrew and Campbell McKeon. Right. Campbell and McKeon done a great job to make the team, but I don't see him like threatening them.
I'll be honest. Yeah, you're afraid you like Michael Andrew. I don't mind Michael Andrew. Don't know who he is. Don't know him. Sorry, but I just don't think that.
No,
He has it. I don't think he has
No,
it.
he's not. He's got too wide a kick for it to be a 26 flat.
Way too wide a quick. Yeah.
Max Morgan for Britain. Really happy he's there. Would love to see him make an evening swim and maybe even try and push that to get close to that final. But again, he's young. It's his first senior team. Super happy he's there. Really like both the German boys, Melvin and Lucas. But to be honest, I think the Italians in Ilia are the only guys there that can really have consistently ever gone on as 26.5. I think we can see.
I think we're going to get the winner 26-1. I think 26-1 will be the winner, and I think it's going to go the way of Ilya, just the experience. And I think he's just a racer, isn't he? Big bloke. What's he? 6'5"? Just big bloke.
I forgot about Chin. My bad.
I said his name. I said Quinn. That's why.
No, I don't know who Quinn is, mate. I forgot about Chin.
26.5. He did 26.5 this year.
Chin will be. Yeah, it'll be between two Italians, Ilya and Chin. MA will be in the final.
This next race, women's 50 breaststroke.
Wow, Jefimova. I would love nothing more, Henry, than Eneli to win the 50 breaststroke. And as her coach, I am going to take your word. So I'm now predicting Eneli Jefimova to win the 50 breaststroke. And I would love nothing more than for both you, Henry, for Eneli, and for Estonia, for Eneli to win that 50 breaststroke. So I'm all in on that one.
Is Lily King there?
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah, she's not winning.
Tang's there. Mate, Eneli is the real deal. Eneli will go a 29 mid at the very slowest. Eneli is a serious swimmer. Serious.
Yeah, and also Lily King haven't really been on form this year, has she? So I think
Lily's not. And I'm sorry, but Lily's not beating Eneli. I think the biggest threats to Eneli would be Benedetta Pilato. We know her pedigree. She's been 29s this year, but I've also seen her go 29 and in the final 30.9.
Yeah.
So she's not. Whereas Eneli has just been churning 29s. Oh, Eneli's the most consistent women's breaststroker for a long time. Really happy Evgenia Chikanova's there, but she's not going to be doing damage in the 50, but she will in the 200. I'm with you. Eneli Jefimova for the win. I'm going to go crazy if that happens. That will be another great one.
Now, the men's 100 breaststroke. Yes, PT
is training, sporadically training. Last time I saw him was at British Trials, and he told me he's been working really hard. But then since then, I've seen him just like on holiday and at the F1. And
he trained with us a couple of times.
There you go. He's definitely training. He's definitely training in some capacity. Yeah.
Right. Men's 100 breaststroke. Yeah, that's 16-year-old going 26.2 in the 50 breaststroke. That is, I don't know who is that. Is Roberti 16?
No way, Roberti is 16. No, stop it.
26.2. That's the only person that's been 26.2 this year. So
I'm finding out how old Roberti. No way. I've seen the guy. He's 20. Stop it. Roberti's not doing the 50 breaststroke at World Champs. Cerasulo is. No.
Why?
Because Cerasulo qualified and Roberti didn't.
Oh, he did it after?
Yeah. I said it was his last trial meet. He missed the team.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up now.
Oh, this guy's getting aggressive. Throw my damn comment up already. Okay. This guy said, no, we're not at the top line, Vinny Jr.
Who said that?
Football Han just was getting aggressive with me.
Bro, we ain't even got to the 200 IM yet, man.
We'll come back to this. Come on, Vinny Jr. We're not there yet.
Hey, Roberti 23. Anyway, men's 100 breaststroke. So, interesting fact. 1 second separates first to 20th. Yeah. And 0.3 separates second to 12th. So 1 to 20. The fastest in the world this year is 58.6 to a 59.6 20th place. 58.9 is second place. 59.2 is 12th place. So this race, I didn't even write any names down on my list because I was like, mate, this is going to literally go anywhere and could, like the Olympics last year, could have gone anywhere. Look how close that race was. It was such a downer. That race was terrible, that final, wasn't it? Arguably the worst race at Olympic Games.
Objectively on times, the slowest race, yep. Great race as a spectator appeal. If you took away the times, it was like 5 guys in 0.1. But yeah, this is like the hunt. This is not one you go down to the betting shop with a top 3. This is not one. Fun fact: Roberti is in the 100 breaststroke,
but he's only been like a 59 low.
but he's not doing the 50. He's just doing the 100. Who's been 58.6 this year?
Bro, I didn't even write down the list because I was like, it's on.
The American lad Campbell McKeon has been 58. Ilya's probably been like a 59.1. I really like. God, I don't know. I really like the German boys here.
Kunai is doing 58.6. Campbell McKeon 58.9. Sundri Zhan 58.9. Shin Ahashi, that's your boy. You did a video about 59.0. Biberti 59.0.
Shin's not doing it though. Shin's going to World Juniors.
Kozarkin 59.1. Mark Nagy 59.1. Josh Matheny 59.1. Lucas Masares 59.1. Denis Petrashov 59.2. Fukazawa 59.2. Taniguchi 59.3. Krill Pagoda 59.4. Kasper Corbo 59.4. Melvin 59.5. Philip Nowacki obviously not going to be there. Terrible shame because in that 200 breaststroke that would have been amazing for him to take the opportunity.
I think you told me the other day he's fifth in the world right now.
Second best swimmer in British swimming right now. Ben first, Tim second.
I think that's a bit. I think that's extreme, but I think Philip will in the next few years be a guy everyone's talking about. I mean, I think they should be already now. Again, shame he's not at Worlds, but I think his progression is looking really good. And I think Shin also is not going to be at Worlds. You mentioned Shin there. So Shin and Philip are going to be battling it out at World Juniors in about 3 weeks' time. Super exciting. I think everyone should tune into them breaststroke races. And yeah.
Philip Nowacki's racing the Island Games right now as well.
Yeah, I saw that for Jersey. Yeah, he's
Juniors, Island Games, straight to World Juniors.
Yeah, he's a Jersey boy. So he'll be at Commonwealth Games for Jersey next year.
58.1 yesterday in the 100 breaststroke, and then went 26.1 in the relay.
I don't want to get into this, but GB can't fly Philip out because one, he went the time at not after the qualification date. He didn't do it at the trials. He come third at trials. We have very objective rules in a country like GB for good reason. That's why it can't happen. It's the same as Shin. You have to do it properly. Unfortunately, I think
if Nowacki broke the world record in the 200 breaststroke at juniors, they wouldn't take him to worlds. Like British women they're so by the books because they want to make sure they have every base covered. That if anything comes back, then no one can ever say anything. They just buy
also European juniors was after cutoff date, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, me and you could go and swim a world record tomorrow, and we can't go to worlds because it's just how it works. There's a qualifying period,
didn't it?
Yeah. Carson Foster winning from a time that would have won the Tokyo Olympics at a meet the same week.
I said Chin was 58.6. I said that one when I read.
I put Chin up because if we're going to actually predict a winner, I'm going to probably predict Chin. I don't like it. He has failed a drugs test as reported last year, and I don't like supporting that. But I just don't see anyone beating him. I think we're going to hopefully get one or two German lads. I love them both, Lucas and Melvin. I think they're going to get on the podium this year. They just missed it last year. Who are you going to pick to win?
The Australian.
The Australian?
Yeah, not the Australian. Sorry, Campbell McKeon. I think Campbell McKean.
The American. He's definitely going to have that. He could have the X Factor drop and like drop 0.6 or something. Yeah, I like that.
He's a racer from the college scene. These guys don't really crack under pressure.
He's not from college, mate. He's a high school boy.
Yeah. But college, that's what I mean. Like the college racing, they done dual meets.
He's not going to college. He's too young for college.
No.
He's a high school.
They've done like the summer leagues and all that kind of stuff and high school racing. These American kids, like I know very well now from American football, that kind of stuff, mate. They have got confidence of bloody. I couldn't tell you. Like he's gonna come out and just absolutely smash it. No pressure on him. He's not gonna care. He's already there. So I think he could. If he drops another 58, I think it's going to take 58 mid to win 58.
Yeah, there's going to be more 58s than last Olympics. I can promise you that. We've covered all the freestyle, all the backstroke. We're just about to do 200 breast, and we've got flying IM to go. 200 breast women's.
No. 100 breast women. Angharad Evans is going to win.
Yeah, I can see that. I think it's going to be between Tang and Angharad. I think Angharad has been phenomenal this year. I was going to make that call as well.
It's really good. Yeah. I spoke to her not too long ago, and she said this is the first time in like her whole life where she's actually been consistent with training, and it's really paying off. Like it's actually really paying off. Like
funny how it works.
Yeah.
Consistent with training, get
It's
faster.
showing, right? Like it's really showing. Like she's had these big drops, and she's only getting better every single time she's racing. Like, what did she go at AP 65 flat?
I don't remember all the times, but yeah, I think Angred.
What is it? 4-4 or is it 3-6? The world record.
I don't actually remember, but women's 100 breaststroke is the least consistent event. All the women that can win can be a second off at any meet. Like they're all over the place. And that's why Angred is so impressive, because she is really consistent. And I think that goes a long way. We've obviously lost
fives all season.
We've lost the Olympic champion. Tatiana Shoemaker has retired. She was the Olympic champion. Matt reckons that the Asian athletes will perform because there's no jet lag. Look, guys, all the athletes are there already in Asia. Like the
British guys are in Thailand, the Irish are in Malaysia. Like, I don't think the jet lag's affecting anyone there.
I don't think
Dan Whiffen got there on the weekend. British women got there at the weekend, so they're there 2 weeks before. So it's like,
did you think this is interesting? The Americans and the British are in the same, both in Thanyapura.
Yeah, they both in Phuket.
They're both in Phuket. They're both in Thanyapura. I thought that was quite interesting. Normally, you don't see like major countries like that.
Two big dogs,
Two big dog teams. So, and it's raining heavily today. I've seen on Instagram. Kate Douglas is doing the 100 breaststroke for the first time at an international meet. Evgenia's back in this event. Ruta's swimming it. There's a lot of big names. Nastia Gorbenko, I'm a big fan of her. I think she can get a medal. Enley's obviously doing it. So I think there's some really big names. I'm gonna just make a prediction. I'm gonna say Angred, Tang, and Nastia. That's my top three.
Yeah. You coached Nastia Gorbenko, right?
Yeah. I was. Yeah. I have in the past.
She's really good 400 iron swimmer. I remember we had her down to do well at the Olympics, but I remember she just got a bit too nervous.
Can we write all our predictions? No, we're just talking.
I have.
Oh, Reese's. Maybe I'll put a link to Reese's things on Instagram afterwards.
Everyone follow me. Get me to 100K. So on the women's side, I think Chukanova, Douglas, and Angharad again. Angharad's been smoking these 200s all season.
He was around 200. Yep.
Yeah, real outside chance. She's been 221.3 this year. British record of Abby Wood. I think it was. Abby Wood went 222 or 221. She's gonna kill me. She's one of my best friends. I should know that. But and I think Chukanova's gonna win. Yeah, she's been let me see.
I bumped into Evgenia. Evgenia was on our energy standard team back in 2021. I saw her for the first time since then in Tenerife earlier this year. She was on training camp with her coach Vita. Another real interesting fact: Evgenia has never won a world or Olympic gold medal. She's won a world junior gold medal and she's won a European short course gold medal, but she's never won a long course senior title in her career. And I think she might be the best swimmer in history who has not won a senior gold medal. Just to clarify, her PB in the world record in the 200 breaststroke long course is 2:17.5. That is 1.4 seconds quicker than anyone else in history. I really hope she brings that form to this meet. That was 2 years ago, that world record. I hope she brings that form this week, beats Kate Douglas, beats Angharad, beats the other girls, and takes that win. Kate is such a good competitor. I don't think it's going to be easy, but they're my top two for sure. And as you said,
on the men's side, I think my top two is sticking in Asia. I think we've got Fukusawa 207.2. Is Ahashi going?
No, not going.
Okay, so then I think Chin's going to get silver. He's been 207.1 this year. That's a real shame that Ahashi's not gone. You said that in your video, didn't you? He did. Yeah. He started swimming well at Seti Collie, or like started lighting up the world at Seti Collie. Mate, 207. I think Greg Butler deserves a drop. He's a big. I'm not trying to say he's going to get a medal, but I really think that he could drop a 207 high, 208 early.
Who did you say is going to win?
Fukusawa. Léon Marchand's in there as well. Is he doing it?
Yeah. Oh, big news. No. Zach Stowey-Cook's pulled out of an injury. He's had to withdraw. Really sad, but big sad news. Zach's out. I think Leon's winning. I think. And then Chin and one of the Japanese is coming second
Léon
and third.
He's had a travel year, right? So I'm seeing. I don't follow him or anything, but I'm seeing him being tagged on Alberta Rossetti stories and all that kind of stuff. And I'm seeing surfing, and I'm like, is he really? taking it serious this year, and I think he's a very talented guy. Though, when he 407.1, he went the other day. So I think, yeah, maybe you might be right actually.
Someone asked in the comments earlier, what do I think about Léon this year? I don't actually know, but I also know he's one of the most talented swimmers we've ever had. I also know he doesn't need to PB to win events.
No, he's so far ahead in all the events. He doesn't even need to. Yeah,
he can go 4:04 in the 4 a.m. and he'll win. So I think he'll be good, and he's a winner. You know, I can't tell you. I think it's hard to even contextualize how impressive the 2-breast 2-fly double was at the last Olympics, and
it's never been done before by a male.
So there you go. Léon is swimming. Oh, Martin Nagy's entered the 2-breast, which is really interesting. Kirill Prigoda, the Russian, will be good. Russians are allowed to swim at this meet. They will, yeah, under a neutral flag. There'll be neutral athletes A, I think. Belarus will be neutral athletes B. They can do relays as well, again under a neutral flag.
Are they combined relays? So Shamanovic will be on the same relay, or they be like B and A?
There's an NAA team and an NAB team. So yeah, Chalmers is a dog.
Oh, yeah.
I just like that. It's like 2-breast.
Léon Marchand has been 208.2 this year.
Oh, yeah, Leon's winning. Leon has, mate, before the last two major meets, Leon's best 4 a.m. was like 4:10, and both of them meets he went 4:02. Yeah, Leon can have a fun year and win. All right, butterfly. Let's
Gretchen Walsh, American record 24.6 this year. She's definitely going to win. I don't think anyone's going to go.
Yeah, Gretchen is winning the 55.
She's a whole second ahead of Alexandra Perkins, 25.3, and then third place you have Kate Douglas.
Yeah, Gretchen's winning. Men's 50 fly, Noe's winning. Oh, Noe won, Karoon second. What?
Point one separates 1 to 5.
Wow.
Ilya Karoon is the fastest in the world this year, I'm pretty sure.
Karoon's coming second.
Mate, Ben keeps his fly fresh, and I think he's been at 20.
His best is 22.7. That's not winning.
No, not winning. Yeah, but he might be on PB.
Nils Stein is coming third. Noe, Karoon, Nils.
Mate, fun fact, I beat Noe 200 fly once.
Oh, I knew that was coming up. It comes up every time.
What's happening? Right, a men's 100.
Men's 100 fly.
Ponty is going sub 50, I think.
100%. But do you know who's going to be really dangerously good? We didn't mention it. Yeah, Grousset. He'll be good in the 50. He could medal on the 50. Grousset is going to be 49. Noe is going to be 49.
Liendo, Karoon. You've got big 100 flyers.
Noe, Grousset, Karoon. All 49. That's my podium.
Liendo 49. You think again it's gonna when was that podium that they were all 49 when Dressel
last
won?
year. Last year, no?
Last year.
I think Karoon beats Leando. I think Karoon is Hubert Koss is doing that. Chacon's doing that. Wow.
Chacon chucked down a 51 low, no?
Chacon's good. Chacon's good at swimming. Shane Cassis is in there. Shane Cassis could be big here. Wow.
No. Like Shane Cassis, we're 100 fly. We're fly swimmers, right? The guys that are good at just 50 fly, who don't train fly, it's so hard to be good at 100 fly because that back end it hurts a lot.
Yeah, he goes like 50.3. Yeah, I think he's all right.
Yeah, he's all right. He is so all right for 50.3. That is quick. Anyway, women's 100 fly world record this year, 54.6.
Gretchen's so far ahead that it's only worth talking about Gretchen.
Yeah,
Gretchen's going to win.
Mate, women's 100 fly is like. In British swimming, what do you think we need to do to improve the women's 100 fly? Like, why are we the fastest in the country, like 4 seconds slower than the world record? Whereas if that was on the men's side, it would be like the fastest being 52 high.
I don't know, mate. I don't know all the insights. I don't think that's what we're here today to talk about. But yeah, British women we have had a weakness in women's 100 fly for a while.
They actually, because they're really good swimmers. I just think. Just fly in general in Britain, isn't it? Like fly in general isn't on the same level as it is, apart from Jimmy, ever. It's just not there on the 200 fly. Like 154 wins our trials, but then they never qualified for the team or 155. But yeah, so I think
people are getting aggressive in the comments. So this guy keeps posting this. Nathan, we've actually mentioned that Viberti is not swimming the 50 breaststroke. So there is actually a 0% chance he breaks the world record at the World Championships. And that's a lie. That's a lie. He could get the 50 breast world record leading out the 100 breaststroke. If he goes 25.9 to the hand touch, my mind will be blown. But yes, he's not breaking the world record. He's not swimming the event. This also made me laugh. Reese, look at this little comment.
Yeah, Chalmers going a check on going to win 4 medals, then go because it recycled.
Chalmers has been quick this year on 50 fly. He's not far off the world lead, but yeah, he's been a 22, which is crazy quick. He's quicker than any American in the 50 fly. That's a little fun fact.
Wait, someone's thrown up. JL, sure hope the 200 fly records goes down. If that's women, yeah, you're right. The 200 fly is going to go down. Men, no, it's not going to go down. Milak, I was coaching a guy the other day who trained with Milak. He was a world junior open water champion. And he was telling me stuff about Milak, and I thought the stuff I was seeing online wasn't true, but apparently, yeah, he just decides to come like 6 weeks out from a major competition, hasn't trained the whole year, and then somehow goes a 49 and a 150. But yeah, the men's 200 fly. We'll stick with women's first. Women's 200 fly record will go. I think if Sarah McIntosh is in good shape, i.e. she's not tired and not fatigued from all of her events, I really think that she only has to drop like a 0.4. 2017, is it? 218?
Yeah, she looked. Her Canadian trials meet was crazy, and like the pool looked, cruddy.
It was a bowl. It had like
She is such a special talent. I think it's absolutely mental how special a talent. She is
so far ahead of the rest of the world. Like in a 200, you simply don't have this in any other event. She's 3.2 seconds ahead of the second fastest person in the world this year, who is also Regan Smith, by the way, not just a random person. She's 3 seconds faster, and that 205 would normally win you a medal at win a gold at previous world game.
Regan Smith actually got overtaken at US trials. It's actually quite a pretty crazy swim. But yes, it's going to be the summer. That's a summer event. It's going to be a great race. For her,
it's just Americans. On the top 5, I can't see it. On the top 5, it's just all Americans, apart from Sarah McIntosh. So I don't know.
Said, men's 2 flight is going to be a great race. We've got
Luca Orlando to win.
I think everyone wants Luca Orlando to win. Like I don't know Luca, but I remember Luca bursting onto the scene as like the new Michael Phelps protege. 2019, 16-year-old done 154, and then I'm not joking. His arm literally fell off. He was swimming a World Cup. Do you remember this? I think it was in.
I remember the injury. He hit on the wall.
100 IM. He turned and he just stopped on the breaststroke, and his arm had just fully dislocated. It was out the socket. Surgery, everything. And I think we're finally seeing what he's capable of. He was 152 early this year in a beautiful swim. I think just everyone loves a feel-good comeback story, and that's what Luca can really provide us. I'd go and win a medal for sure, but I think he can take the whole thing. He's so good. He's so talented. His flight
is deserved as well. Like all of his swims, he always swims a really fast pro series, and then he comes to the major champs and he's either injured again or he gets ill. He's never really had that chance to swim at his best at the major championships. And I think after going that 152 back in April, I'd love to see him just come away finally after like 5-6 years of battling away, getting that gold medal that he deserves, especially lighting up the world with 152. Like no one's got near that this year. We have Foster and Marchand in there on the podium as well, potentially. Would you say, or Karoon?
I think. Look, Marchand still has to be the favourite. I don't care what people are saying about him having some time off and having a world travel. Marchand's the favourite. I think Luca can upset him, and that's what it would be. I think the 2 Polish boys will be very good. They're twins, but one is definitely better than the other. Chmielewski. I think Christoph's the better one, but I hope I didn't get that wrong. I just realised we sort of talked about the 200 back. Anyway, we've moved on now. Karoon will be good. Kroon will be good, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think it's Leon favourite, but I really would like to and think Luca could win it. And I think it's 1 in 151.9, 152.1.
Guys, stay tuned. By the way, the relays will come up at the end. We'll talk about the relays, which everyone's going to want.
Hey, we got to keep these moving. Have we finished fly now? We finished fly.
Yeah, 200 IM men. I think Shane Casis is hard to beat. I think his race to lose that 200 IM. He's just come on the scene in the last 2 years on 200 IM, and absolutely, he's now able to back up that front end with a good breaststroke and freestyle leg. He used to quite often go out 23 high, 24 low, backstroke 28, turning 52. And then breaststroke would be okay, and then freestyle 29, 30. Whereas now he's backing it up with a 28 low, which is with the lead that he has at 150. Yeah, I think it's his to lose. And I think even if Marchand's in that race, I think that I'm throwing Marchand under the bus here because I don't know anything about him. I don't know what he's been doing, but it just seems that he's moved to Australia. And training out in Australia is great, don't get me wrong. He's not moved to like a third world country.
He was to the Dean Vauxhall, but just to clarify, he was.
Yeah, but it just seems that he's had an extended break, and it's just gone surfing, and it might, and it was a break for him. He said he's going back to your man, what's his name?
Bob
Bowman. He said just using this break to travel.
Just to clarify, Shane Casis and Léon Marchand both are coached by Bob Bowman, who coached Michael Phelps. To also clarify, anyone out there, you can actually go surf and still train twice a day, and you can surf and still do everything you need. Like you can have a life outside of swimming. You don't need to like be so like like as Leon didn't get injured. He's been training the whole time. I think Leon's going to be as good as he's close to as good as he's ever been. But I do agree. I agree. Shane's winning. I think Shane has been the most talented swimmer. We've not seen their potential, and I think Bob Bowman has just taken him by the collar and just been like, "You're coming to training, buddy." Instead of being like, "Oh, you've missed another." I've heard that Shane misses sessions here and there.
Yeah, and I think Bob Bowman wouldn't allow that. And sometimes you need the coach. It's what we spoke about this the other day about having a coaching qualification versus being a good coach. Like it's all great having a level 3, but then if you have a level 3 and you can't be a good coach with regards to understanding the athlete, etc., being able to channel their energy in the right direction, that sort of stuff, then what's the point? And I feel like he's gone to the right coach. I don't think there's many other coaches that could have brought Shane Casis back.
Just to clarify, Koss is probably similar to I am. We're going to miss people. We have Reese has done some ranking research. I have got the entries up there without seed times. We're going to miss some. We've been talking for an hour and 27. I don't know my own name at this point. We're just sort of talking a little bit of gibberish, a little bit of good stuff. I don't know. The drawing on the wall my mate done. I don't know what it is. It's a human. This is where I write notes for new products I'm going to launch on my website and stuff. Apparently Leon did get injured. Yeah, there we go.
Women's 200 IM, Sonny. I think going to be the Welsh.
You just looked like you were going to say something really, really profound, and then you just didn't say anything.
No, I was waiting for you to see if you said anything first, and then I was going to.
Summer McIntosh is winning. She's the world record holder. It's just again, you know what? There's some other great swimmers: Abby Wood, Kate Shanahan from Britain, Nastia Gorbenko, who I've worked in the past, who's a brilliant athlete and person.
There's 5 of them in 208. 5 girls in 208 this year, and it's going to be it's got Kaylee McEwen. We've got that Yitting.
Yitting, yeah. We've got
Phoebe Mary Sophie Harvey. She's swimming so well.
Mary's swimming great. We haven't got Kate Douglas swimming it. Basically, it's going to be summer wins, and then we haven't got Kaylee and Kate, so it'll be summer wins, and it's going to be Alex Walsh, Yu Ting, Mary Sophie Harvey, Abby Wood. Abby can get second in my opinion.
I think Abby's getting second. I think that her, apart from Alex Walsh, her breaststroke's so good. But Sam McIntosh is obviously in there. Sam McIntosh going to win. I think it's going to be a hit out between. I think Abby's got Kaylee McEwen as well. I think it's going to be a hit out between Abby and Alex Walsh, and I think it's going to be a third place hit out between Kaylee and Mary.
I would love to see Nastia Gorbenko. Nastia Gorbenko is one of the most talented swimmers I've ever seen train, and I just can't wait to see what she does. So
and then finally, the final 2 individual races of the champs, the 400 IM, where Marchand, Fink, and Foster have all been 407 this year. Fink is obviously not doing it, which is going to be a big shame because going a 4:07.4 and not being an iron swimmer is absolutely incredible. And yeah, I spoke to Charlie Hutch the other day, who's the 400 iron one. He won the 400 iron at the European under-23s, and he said, "Well, yeah, I'd expect him to go 4:07 when you come back in at 54." And I was like, "Wow, came back 54, which is like the quickest ever in history, I think, pretty sure." But Marchand's going to take that. That's pretty easy. We know that one. No one really going to shock him on that. Then I think it's going to be Foster 4:07, and then I think we've got Litchfield in there. I think he's.
I will never unback Max. Max is on the podium in my prediction. I can't not predict a boy like Max. So Max has to be on the podium, and I think you've made two good calls. World record. Summer Cat in the women's side, of course.
Summer,
Look, there's genuine concern that the pool was slow last year. People that were there did say it was slow, and we've not seen Léon taper this year. So who knows? Never say never. Moving into the women's 4 a.m. I think Reese is gone. I've lost Reese, but we do have the young girl, Uzidi. He's 12. If she medals in the 4 a.m., which is truly possible, I think that will be the most mind-blowing thing. She could medal in either of these events that Simon's mentioned. I think that'd be one of the most mind-blowing things if the 12-year-old from China swims 1 or 2 medals at the World Championships. Summer is obviously going to win the 4 a.m. And I think America will be good. I think Mary will be good. I think Abby Wood will go another PB and she'll be good. Emma Wyatt looked good at trials. But, yeah, Reese, you back yet? Reese?
Yeah, I'm back.
What do you think about Uzidi, the 12-year-old? Do you reckon she can get a medal in the 2 fly the 4 a.m.?
Stupid. Absolutely stupid that is. I'm coaching 12-year-olds right now, and I'm just thinking, imagine them going for sub 6 minutes 400 IM, let alone going 4:30s. I think nah. I think it's too much to ask.
But you want to do relays? I don't know it. Like the only relay I could actually give a chat about was the men's 4x2 because I don't know the teams enough. I think America will be good in the relays. I think Russia will be good on the relays. I think they're going to be the best 2 teams, Russia and America. Britain in the 4x2. Do you want to talk about the 4? Let's talk about the 4x2 and not the others. We've been going for an hour and 32, so let's talk about the 4x2. I think we lost Reese. I'm going to wrap it up. I think the 4x2 is going to be a close race. You back?
I think the 4x2 is going to America. I think the 4x2 is going to go to America. I think the Britain are going to get silver. And then I think the Australians are going to get third. I think in the 4x100 freestyle men's, I think it's going to go to the way of Brazil. No, that one's the 4x100 free is so hard. If Alex Cahoon was there, I would say Britain would win, but he's not there. Mate, who do you think is the 4x100 free? America, innit?
America, of course. I think they can finally break the world record. Let's finish off with this little game. This is going to be it. I'm going to just go down the list of events on the World Aquatics website, and you're going to say yes or no to a world record, and I will as well. Women's 53. No. Women's 100 free? No. Women's 2 free? No. Women's 4 free?
Yeah.
No. Okay, you're saying yeah. You're saying someone breaks it again. I'm saying no. Women's 8 free? I'm saying yeah.
Yeah.
Women's 1500 free? I'm saying yeah.
What is it? 1524?
1521, I think.
Yeah.
Women's 50 back? Yes.
Yeah.
Women's 100 back? Yes.
No.
Women's 200 back? No. Women's 50 breast? No. Women's 100 breast? No.
Yeah.
You think Tang breaks it?
Tang or Angharad. I think Tang or Angharad are going to get it. If it's a 1044, if it's a 1044, I think they'll get it. But if I think I have a slight
1041, mate. 1041. It's 1041.
We have to go 1 in 3.
Tang has been close. Women's 2 breast? No. Women's 50 fly? Yes.
Yes. Women's 100 fly?
100%.
Yes. Women's 200 fly? Yes.
Yeah. Women's 2 med? No.
Yeah. 200 I am.
What?
Yeah, the world record's 2057. I think she's gonna go. She's been at this year. I think she's gonna go faster than 2057.
Yeah, fair. You could say yeah. I'm gonna say no. I'm just
okay. I feel like I can't disagree with you though, because you're like the main man of like world swimming. You know everything.
You don't need to agree with me. The whole point of the two of us is we have different opinions.
Yeah.
I mean, like, true. I'm just saying. Once 4 a.m., I'm going to say no as well.
Yeah.
Guys, while we do this, if you have any more questions, quickly put them in, and we'll do them at the end. Women's 4x1 freestyle relay, no. It's Australia. It's way too quick. Women's 4x2 is also the same, no. Women's 4x1 med, no. Men's 53, yes.
Yeah.
Men's 100 free, no. Men's 2 free, no. Men's 4 free, yes.
Yeah.
Men's 8 free, no. Men's 15 free, no. Men's 50 back, no.
If Chekon's on good form, 23.5. Yeah.
Chekon's not doing that. Men's 100 back, yes. Men's 2 back, no. Men's 50 breast, absolutely not.
No. Men's 100 breast,
Men's 100 breast, 0%.
Breast,
no. Men's 50 fly, no. Men's 100 fly, no. Men's 2 fly, no. Men's 2 med, no. Men's 4 med, no. Men's 4x1 free, yes. Mate, America are sharp this year.
What is it, 301?
I don't know. It's the Beijing team. It's the Lazak team.
301. I think it's 301. Yeah.
It's slower than 301. It's like It's 308. I think.
No, it can't be 308, bro. That's like.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
That's 47. Oh well.
It is
306.
God, why does it take you so long to figure this out? 3082. I am right. You are wrong.
Oh my God, I'm miles off. 301.
301
short course.
Or that 301 short course. It's quicker. I don't know. Anyway, I'm saying yes.
No.
4x2, yes. America are going to take it. I know Britain have got close so many times. Men's 4x1, no. Mixed, I have zero idea, and we will not make an opinion. Any more questions? Which European country ends up with the most medals? Britain. Oh, France, yeah. France, Léon Marchand, you're right. Australia will do well in the relays. Probably Donald. They probably will. Ankush thinks Karun will win the 100 and 200 fly. He's not winning the 2 fly. He could win the 100 fly. He could win the 50-100, but not the 1-2.
Yeah, you should, mate. Can you give a shout out to the very special woman called Nikki McFadden? Do you know her? Nikki
James' mum.
Yeah, she's a big fan of the program, so I think we should give her a shout out.
Hey, Nikki.
Doggy watching.
Russia will probably get the most medals. You're right, in Europe.
Yeah.
4x100 free world record average is 47.0. I'm not going to do a watch party this year. I'm going to do live. I'm not live. I'm going to do post-finals recaps. And there we go. Finished. Thank you, Reese. Guys, £60 finished rival tech suits on my website now. Get one if you want to get a good quality flagship suit for cheap. If you want a training program, I have multiple training programs on my website. I can be your coach and you can swim personal best. There's people swimming all around the world with personal bests. I have some caps on my website, although I've not really mentioned them, so I've like 2 left, so I'm not in any rush to sell them. I'll probably sell out in the next few days. Reese is awesome. Obviously, I'm really supporting the boy Ben. Reese has had his input on Ben. So good job there, Reese. And cheers for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a good time watching Worlds. World Uni Games starts like tomorrow. We mentioned that yesterday. No one knows anything about it.
The British guys had to pay for that each. 1.9.
Anyway, that's it. 1.5 hour. 1 hour 38. We talked about the swimming.
Shout out to Matt Hudson, man, every time. Cheers, guys.